Versatile Mage. Chapter 582. Living Dead. City West, inside the outer walls. The misty night loomed over the lights coming from the households. The blurry lights were not bright enough for the people to see the night scenery of the city. The place had grown colder. The city was frequently covered in fog in winter. The heavens knew if the next heavy rain would simply turn into a huge snowfall. It would provide some relief to the civilians since the snow would harden the ground, making it more difficult for the undead to crawl out from the ground and stir up trouble. Most of the buildings in this area were old houses. The occasional tall buildings seemed rather out of place. Between the roofs of the buildings, a skinny figure swept across the sky like a purple bat. Her purple coat made it look like she was gliding between the buildings. The crowd on the street was unaware of her presence. She stopped on the roof of a compound. The compound was not huge, yet it had quite a number of people living inside, none other than the people from Hua village. Chief Xe Sang was sitting on the stairs, smoking an antique pipe. Su Shaoluo slowly walked up to the chief and stared at the old man with suspicious eyes. "Since my dad betrayed the village and left, you're the person I respected the most, but I can't help but feel suspicious," said Su Shaoluo. "Suspicious? What are you feeling suspicious of?" Chief Xe Sang pretended to be confused. Up on the roof, Lu Ru was about to check on the villagers when she stumbled upon the conversation. When she heard Su Shaoluo's words, she decided against jumping down from the roof. Her skinny figure slowly dissolved into the shadows, leaving only a pair of slightly glittering eyes behind. "I heard from Guzi that he has seen the people of Sunny Goat Village," continued Su Shaoluo. "Guzi has always been out of his mind. You shouldn't take his words seriously," said Xe Sang. "I've also heard other things, too, and they're all related to Sunny Goat Village. Aren't you going to tell me where the people of Sunny Goat Village went?" asked Su Shaoluo. "Girl, haven't you read the news? 6 of the villages in Xianqi area were destroyed all of a sudden. You did see how the undead attacked us, even with the barrier around the village. I bet Sunny Goat Village suffered the same fate, so why are you asking me now?" said Xe Sang. "Sunny Goat Village disappeared long ago, right?" asked Su Shaoluo. "Oh Shaoluo." Xe Sang let out a sigh. "The people of our village didn't disappear. See, aren't I standing here now?" A voice interrupted her out of nowhere. A man in a black outfit was standing close to the well at the center of the compound. The man was like a ghost. He slowly walked forward and burst out laughing when he saw Chief Xe Sang retreating in fear. "Chief Xe, I'm not a ghost. Why are you afraid of me?" said the man. Why are you here?" Xe Sang's face turned pale white, worse than if he had seen a ghost. Su Shaoluo turned around and felt the face under the black hat to be rather familiar. "You are?" she asked. "Fang Gu." Fang Gu took off his hat, revealing his face. Fang Gu glanced at Zhang Xiaoho, who had a blank face, as if he were trying to confirm something. His gaze focused on Xe Sang again after he did not see any reaction from Zhang Xiaoho, and continued with a sinister grin, "Don't be afraid, I'm only here for one thing. Who's the asshole that killed my son? You tell me, and I might spare your life." "Your son? Didn't your son die a long time ago?" Xe Sang's voice was already trembling from the terror he was experiencing. The mad Guzi ran out and blurted out everything he knew, as if he were asking for mercy. "It's that girl. The girl, she came with the idiot's friend. I saw her hands growing into claws, and it penetrated Fang Lu's head." "Guzi, the person you saw from Hua village was Fang Lu. But didn't you?" asked Su Shaoluo. "Everyone is from the same tribe. It's rare for us all to be here, so I guess a reunion won't hurt. Give me a second. I'll call them here." Fang Gu burst into sudden laughter. In the midst of the laughter, Fang Gu began to draw a star pattern, which was the color of black blood. It was not just black like the shadow element, nor was it bright like the fire element, but a dark red with a hint of evil. A dark aura lingered in the air, with a strong scent of blood. The dark red star pattern felt like the blood sacrifice offered by a priest, as it immediately emitted a tremendous bloody glow after it was completed. Black gas immediately filled the compound with the presence of death, and following it, several figures appeared at the center of the compound, where only Fang Gu had been standing before. No one knew where the people came from. They appeared out of nowhere like phantoms, or like beasts summoned through dimensional summoning, or perhaps Fang Gu had simply opened the gates of hell and dragged them out from the netherworld. The people looked pretty much alive. Apart from the pale faces with blood lines, they looked almost the same as ordinary humans. Fang Yumiao came out from one of the buildings in the compound after hearing the noise outside. However, he immediately discovered the familiar faces of the people in the compound. They looked the same as when he left the village. Fang Yumiao was so excited that he felt a strong urge to hug the villagers whom he treated like family. "Don't go," yelled Su Xiaoluo suddenly. Fang Yumiao halted in his tracks. He glanced at Su Xiaoluo in confusion. He did not understand why she was trying to stop him. The people from Sunny Goat Village had moved to the ancient capital, and he was finally able to meet them. Shouldn't they be happy that he was finally able to reunite with them? "Can't you tell?" Su Xiaoluo had a stern face. She tried her very best to calm down from her overwhelming fear. "They're all dead. They're all dead." Fang Yumiao did not believe it when he heard the words. However, when he took a closer look at the familiar villagers, he eventually shivered in fear. On a cold night like this, any breath they exhaled under the available light in the compound would turn into white mist. Su Xiaoluo was panting heavily, breathing out white mist. Xi Sang was breathing heavily in a panic, yet there was still white mist coming out. The same went with the amnesiac Zhang Xiaoho. Everyone's breath was turning into white mist as it came out. However, the people from his village who had eerily appeared in the compound, they might look alive on the surface, yet none of them were breathing out white mist. There was only a strange dark red mist circulating around their mouths, noses, and ears, as if it was nurturing the dead villagers. Chapter end. Please guys like, comment, share, and subscribe.